Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, hosted by Franzgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled Supercharge Your Website's Effectiveness. Our guest is Steve Brenninkmeyer from Bymedia Design. Your website should work for you, not turn people away. In this short talk, Steve shares how small and growing businesses can build websites that actually convert. With over 20 years of experience, he breaks down what really matters: clarity, trust, speed, and smart design choices. So you're not wasting time or money. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, this is your chance to learn what to fix first and how to make your website your strongest business tool.
I do digital marketing and design. I'm going to get into stuff around helping people with websites or their online branding. And I have a simple that's my hand right there. And the great thing about this is it limits me to 5 digits. So we've got 4 fingers and a thumb, and it starts with the pinky. You start small. So when we're talking about developing a website, a lot of people get overwhelmed. They've got a lot of information they want to get out there. They want to get it all on their website. And it's great having a website, but the thing is to keep it succinct, keep the messaging to the point and targeted to the people you want to sell to or the people that you want to react to your information. There's pros and cons to doing things yourself. Sometimes people want to really have a lot of control and do things themselves. They come to me with images, text, and the whole thing all worked out. That's great. It makes my job easier in some ways, but sometimes that needs reviewing as better ideas can be had. Sometimes people desperately need help with a copywriter. Quite often, copywriting can help a lot. You get a professional copywriter in there. They can transform someone's rough ideas and make it more professional. I have a whole process I go through. I ask questions and listen carefully to the answers to get a sense of people's businesses because it's their business. I can learn a lot from asking the right questions. Ring finger is about trust and commitment. So when you're building an online presence, basically you're building trust. You want to build on a good foundation of trust. Obviously, the best way to build trust is with face-to-face meetings. If you can meet someone in person, you read body language, you can read a lot of things from a face-to-face meeting. With a website, you're trying to build trust with pixels on a screen. It's not as easy. One of the things I found is when you're selling services and that sort of thing, having case studies, having a good portfolio, having a section of the website that really proves what you do, press releases as well. Anything that builds trust is important. Okay, we can all think about association with the middle finger, but in this case, I talk about above the fold. And what's above the fold? Above the fold goes back to newspapers when they used to be on newsstands, and they fold them in half. And you get the top half of the newspaper, you get the name of the newspaper, and you get the main stories. They're above the fold is the stuff that you want to have people notice the most. Sometimes when you look at people's websites, they've got important messages, but they're buried too far into the website. What we want is access to the important stuff in a place where they can see it. People's attention spans are very limited. Attention is the hardest commodity to get. It's one of the most valuable commodities out there. Knowing your target audience, always keeping your target audience in mind is crucial. Brevity is important. Say it with less words. I like to use infographics. Infographics, I'll get to it in one more slide after this. The index finger is solving problems, quantifying. So measurement is power. Measuring the results is important. Understanding, if you've tried a few different things on your website, you want to be able to see what the results are. There's tools that help you manage and observe who's coming to your site, what they're looking at, how long they're staying on certain things. So when I'm working closely with clients, you can basically measure the effectiveness of different pages on your website and see if people are lingering or jumping right off. So it's important to look at the stats and do a bit of testing. And the last point I have on my bulleted list there, A/B testing. So you basically try different things. This is true for websites, website design. It's also true for ads, of course. So we always test to see where you're getting the most results. If A doesn't work, you do B. If B doesn't work, you come up with option C and keep going, repeating the stuff that works. I promised some examples of infographics. You can see here use of infographics using the percentages. So this is a little graphic about infographics. Over 60% of businesses have used infographics in the past. Posts that include images have up to 65 higher percent engagement. So these little things that you see are examples of infographics, and it's a way of showing people quickly in an image, right? Graphics is 30 times more likely to be read than a written article. If used correctly, a graphic like this can do a lot more and can do a lot of work on your website to just get people to understand something quickly. It's an underutilized thing. I love to help people create infographics. I will have a sample in a second. We're down to the thumb already. Thumb, we all like to try to get the likes, but I also use the thumb as a symbol of keeping the costs down. I try to work with people, giving them fixed quotes for stuff that we get into. I have a low hourly rate, and I like to give people a sense of what they can get within a short time frame and work toward that. So again, it's about using the tools at hand. YouTube video. I love using short videos to get people's attention and redirect them back to the website, using some of the same messages that we would use on the website as well. So an integrated ecosystem with things pointing toward your website answers the question of if sometimes people build websites and nobody knows about them. The whole advertising piece, getting people to your website is important. But initially, you want a website. There's people who go, maybe I can just do it with a Facebook page or a social media platform that I have, Instagram or whatever. Usually that doesn't work. It might work for some people, but in a lot of cases, a good investment in a basic website is a must for most businesses. Just scroll through this site that I recently redesigned for a villa in Tuscany. I did the original branding for this, and now we've got flyover drone footage, which is really cool. This is local real estate agents. I redesigned their logo, and we created a site for them that's clean and simple. Tetra Speakers, a company I've been working for a long time that basically sell high-end speakers to, they got some very well-known people. Keith Richards and Herbie Hancock are clients. Local guy who does some really good work, and I'm helping him. So we actually play the celebrity angle quite a bit with this website to some good success. Here's another one. Beyond Safety Compliance is basically a company that goes in and trains safety compliance, and she helps people get their company vibe in the office to be more positive. I worked with her. We worked with video. And there's an example of an infographic, simple infographic that just shows quickly what her company does. Beef and Bunker is another client. Anyone in Ottawa knows this is a cool nuclear bunker designed in the 50s, named after the Prime Minister at the time. Luckily, I never had to use it, but it's there as an experience. You can go and see what's like a Cold War museum. Pretty cool. It almost goes without saying you're going to have that picture at the tunnel entrance. This is a little bit of a work in progress in the sense that this man is retiring now, but it's being handed over to some new people. But this has been a long time client over on the Gatineau side. Some of the stuff I do is in French as well. There's another kind of work in progress. I'm working on a storage space. This is just a quick idea about what the logo is probably going to look like, and picking up on the texture of these doors there to get the feel on the website as well. And there's a summary just showing you again what I do with the main points at the bottom here. So if anyone wants to set up a call or whatever, I'd be happy to talk to any of you or help you out. Anyone that you think might need some help with any of the kind of stuff I'm showing online branding, I'd be happy to sit down and have a meeting or do a Zoom. Thank you very much.
Unlock the full potential of networking with East Trade Wins. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of connections? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Trade Wins, where we gather online via Zoom every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at wayne@motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.